Fellas, when I saw this TikTok video, I couldn't not react to this. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to sit back for a minute, enjoy this video if you can actually enjoy it without getting frustrated. But I want you to think to yourself, what are the red flags that she is exhibiting? Think about those as they're coming along. Drop in the comments if you want, but I'm gonna walk you through piece by piece of this video, how you can make sure that you don't date somebody who exhibits all these red flags, and you can watch out for these things in a relationship. So let's get into the video.
So my husband is on his bachelor trip right now, and yesterday he decided to not text or call me. I called him when he first got on the ship, and he's like, oh, I've had 4 burgers, a piece of pie, and a cake, which, you know, definitely what he likes to do is eat. So I'm over here every single night. I can't go to bed unless he says goodnight to me, like, you know, that's what a wife needs. And yes, we are already married, and he's going on his trip. Doesn't really make sense, but it's happening. So anyways, then...
Okay, so first and foremost, the biggest problem in all of this is the fact that you are upset with your husband, and what you're doing is because you don't have enough attention right now and you're really frustrated with what's going on. You are posting a public TikTok video of you crying, begging for attention, begging for people to feel bad for you. And there are so many women in that comment section who genuinely feel bad for her because they think that she's getting cheated on, she's a victim, everything is terrible. But I want you guys to pay attention, and when you see in the second half of this video how this all turns out, I don't know if you'll be surprised, but you'll probably be surprised at exactly what happens. But I want you to pay attention to what she just did there. Is if you notice how she refers this whole situation is, I'm over here feeling this way. And that's not about, is he having a good time? Is he having fun? Like, is he having a good time with his buddies? It's a constant reflection of, I am blank, and I'm concerned about him doing blank.
I'm over here every single night. I can't go to bed unless he says goodnight to me, like, you know, that's what a wife needs. And yes, we are already married, and he's going on his trip. Doesn't really make sense, but it's happening. So anyways, then he basically doesn't call me, doesn't text me all day. So what do? I text all of his friends like a psychopath. I go, do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have service? Hello, anyone there? I start spam messaging Ross, and I'm like, this is the worst week ever. I'm not going to be able to talk to you for 5 days. I hope you're having a horrible time.
And the next red flag that I hope you picked up on is the fact that she said, I cannot go to sleep if he doesn't text me or if I do not talk to him before I go to sleep. Now, of course, we all know that communication and healthy forms of communication are super important in relationships. So ideally, of course, you're going to talk to your partner before you go to bed. But the guy is legit on a boat on some sort of international trip, and she can't piece it together and fall asleep that night because she is so codependent on him for her own happiness. So I hope you picked up on that red flag. If you meet a woman, you might think it's cute at first that she's really into you. She really wants to lean on you for support. She really wants your emotional attention and validation. And yeah, that might make our egos feel pretty good. But I'll tell you, in the long run, what ends up happening is you get into a dynamic like this where the second something doesn't go right, or she's a little bit wishy-washy on how she feels, or she's not feeling like her attention meter is filled up, she's going to lose it like this, and she's going to post a viral TikTok video embarrassing you and her in your marriage. So basically, she cannot keep a lid on it. So she spams all of his friends. So not only did she publicly embarrass this man by actually clicking, submit on TikTok of this video, she then messaged all of his friends because she's feeling insecure about where he is and what he's doing. And then she, the cherry on top is she basically says to him, I hope you're having a horrible time. She hopes that he has a horrible time because she is not getting her attention meter filled up.
I'm crying. Mind you, I'm on my period, and this is not fun. So I'm over here freaking out, not being able to sleep, scrolling on TikTok, crying at night, waking up at 4 a.m. to see if he texts me, even though it's still the same exact time here. So what did he do the whole day where I didn't get to text him? He bought a day of Wi-Fi and just called me on Instagram and told me, babe, all we did yesterday was eat food. We just explored the ship and ate food. Like, they didn't. Don't lie to me.
So he finally gets back in touch with her, buys the Wi-Fi, does his thing, gets in touch with her, tells her what he's up to, and then she doesn't believe him. And you'll see later on in the video why she doesn't believe that anybody would behave on a bachelor or bachelorette party.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie. I don't know if I should believe him, but he only bought Wi-Fi for 2 days, and then he'll be in Cozumel on the 3rd day. So don't even know if I'll be able to talk to him. He's like, oh, we're gonna go work out. They have a sauna and they have a steam room. I'm so excited. But I'm like, what else are you doing, you know? So this is fun. I love this for me. I should have gone and just like spied on the cruise ship. Me and Kara thought about doing that. Should have done that.
This is fun. I love this for me. Again, really wrapping up that video with her, again, only focusing on herself because clearly that's all that matters. But fortunately for you guys, Evan did a little bit of research because I was like, there's something not right about this, right? There's got to be more to this story. So after doing a little bit of digging, let's actually see how her bachelorette party went.
Wow, the lights! I love it.
Shots now time. Shots now time.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Haley, say it's a good morning, girl.
It's a what?
Y'all. Can I have like a chaser?
Wine.
What do you want?
We ain't in California no more.
Hi. I mean, titty's a titty.
Oh yeah!
I'm from Waco, Texas, and sex, I like it.
They poop or like fart, and like if I poop and fart,
Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go.
No gains left behind.
But the party has arrived.
Well, I can guarantee you that that's definitely not the craziest bachelorette party to ever happen, but I do find it interesting how that was publicly posted 3 months ago. And here she is sitting on TikTok complaining about the things that her husband was doing on his bachelor party. This is the definition of projection, my people. Projection basically being insecure about what somebody else is doing because you yourself do those things and you're concerned that other people are going to do them to you. And I want to tell you my favorite part about that bachelorette party is it looks like they're in some kind of Airbnb or some kind of apartment on their trip and like whatever, have your bachelorette party, you know, have a good time, do your thing. What I find is a really massive red flag about that is she's so concerned about what her husband is doing on his bachelor's party. She literally has what looks like local dudes at this bachelorette party. A house full of local guys that are there partying with them on their bachelorette party. So maybe the single friends or even people who are in relationships, whoever, you know, they met these guys out at the bar, they met these guys on dating apps, and they are literally crashing their party. So you're worried about what your husband is doing on his bachelor's party and he's on a cruise ship, and you have a house full of local guys at your bachelorette party that you're partying with. These are just some examples of some serious red flags to watch out for in women. It's not even necessarily the things that she's doing, which of course are not ideal. It's the mentality that she has going into them. So again, she's very selfish, only focusing on how things reflect back to her. She's super codependent and her mood is totally dependent on how he is acting. And she, when she doesn't get the attention from her husband, will seek the external validation and attention from the internet. So again, guys, when I saw this video, I had to make a reaction to it. But I think the most important thing to take out of this is understanding and identifying red flags in women, because I think nowadays it's almost more important to understand who you don't want to date than really not just knowing what you're looking for, right? So if you guys want to know the types of red flags to watch out for in relationships, I made this next video specifically for you. So click on this next video and I'll talk to you guys soon.